All right, we are going to read a story today called Lollipop Science. This might sound familiar to some of you that participated in a lollipop science experiment last school year. Warner and Jamal see a TV commercial. It asks, how many licks does it take to get to the center of a lollipop? They get an idea. The boys want to see how many licks it takes to get to the center of a lollipop. Jamal's mom says scientists test things out. They do experiments. The boys are going to do an experiment. These are steps called the scientific method. Scientists follow these steps. The first step is to ask a question. Your question is, how many licks does it take to get to the center of a lollipop? What is the next step? Asked Warner. You must find out about your topic. You must do research. The boys decide to do a search on the internet. Warner and Jamal find out many things. They learn that some scientists invented a licking machine. The licking machine took 364 licks to get to the center. Warner and Jamal also found the least amount of licks people took were 144 licks, but the average is 252. The number of licks is different for each person. Some people bite before they get to the center. This could be why the commercial says the world will never know. They rethink their first step. They change their question to how many licks does it take me to get to the center of a lollipop? Moving on to step 3. Step 3 is to make a hypothesis or guess. How many licks do you think it will take? Jamal and Warner guess a number greater than 144, but less than 252. Jamal guesses 225. Warner takes bigger licks than Jamal. Warner guesses 200. Jamal's mom tells them that some people take bigger licks than others. Some have bigger tongues than others. That could be why the commercial says that the world will never know. Step 4 is to do the experiment. Scientists do the experiment more than one time. They want to make sure they don't make a mistake. But you can't lick 2 lollipops today. Your tongue might get sore. We need lollipops, a pencil, and paper to write down our number of licks, Jamal says. Step 5 is to record your data. The boys put a mark for every 10 licks. They will count by tens when they are done. They sit in a comfortable chair. It will take a while. They lick at the same time. Jamal counts 220 licks. Warner counts 210 licks. They are sad that they didn't guess the exact number of licks. Most scientists don't get the same results as their guess. Being right is not important. The information you get is important. Step 6 is to look over your results and draw a conclusion. Jamal says, I think we did get something right. We guessed a number between 144 and 252. Warner says, yes, so we can make a conclusion. It takes us between 205 and 220 licks to get to the center of the lollipop. The boys are like scientists. They could rethink their steps and make a great conclusion. At the end of this story, we review the steps of the scientific method. And just like in the lollipop experiment, there's other experiments you've done where you've completed these steps. So step 1 is ask a question. Step 2 is do research. Find out as much as you can about the topic. Find out the best way to do the experiment. Step 3, make a hypothesis. Guess what will happen. Step 4 is do the experiment. Make steps to test your hypothesis. Step 5, record your data. Record your results. Step 6, review your results and draw a conclusion. Look over the data. Make a summary of your data. Do you need to do another experiment? And last, there's a star at the bottom, and that means this is an important thing to think about. It is good to rethink each step as you complete a new step. It's good to review and rethink your experiment at every step. That is the end of the Lollipop Science video.